Well, hello. Glad to see you gathering around the campfire. Appreciate it. This is the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading unlike any other I have ever seen or heard of in my lifetime. Never seen it on the internet, never seen it before the internet. I've done tarot for over 20 years, astrology, numerology for over 50. So I bring a lot of information with me to the reading. And the way I set it up is, this is the tarot for serious people, for people who are conscious, not woke, conscious. Big difference. Woke is you're hypnotized and you're walking through your steps. Conscious is being aware of every single step you're taking and the reason you're taking it. Those are the people this appeals to. And the point of it is to get you to use your kryptonite, your manifesting ability. Now, we all have a manifesting ability. We have it since birth. Probably doesn't really kick into gear until we're maybe 4, 5, 6, something like that. We have to be prescient. We have to be aware. We have to be conscious, as much as a 4, 5, 6-year-old can be conscious. But they have to be aware of themselves, and they have to, at that point, go, geez, I wish I would like this toy. I would like this. I would like this. I would like this. That is the beginning of manifesting. However, as we grow up, that manifesting direction gets changed. The motivation gets changed. And the reason it does is because the people who run the world don't want you to manifest a damn thing except what they tell you. Period. End of story. Remember, these are the people who said you're going to have nothing and be happy, right? Okay. And if you take a look around, we're headed in that direction. Less food in the store, it's very expensive. Cars, very expensive, not only just to buy, but then to maintain. Cars are getting smaller. We don't have the big jobs unless you're very, very wealthy. Otherwise, we're fitting into tiny little compact things. Homes, a lot of homes have been lost. I mean, they're just slowly working away. And then, of course, we see the power grid. Here they've been telling us for years, oh, solar, while they're putting dust up in the air to keep the sun from getting to us. That doesn't make any sense at all. That's psychotic as hell. But England, places in the United States, Spain, France, Portugal, and other places have experienced power outages over the last week, just the last week. I think, and I am conspiracy minded, and so far I'm betting 1,000% since 9/11. But I think they're preparing us for eventually pulling the plug. That's why they want everything electric. Say electric cars. They're not convenient, they're not really useful, and they're certainly not good for the environment. When you consider all the stuff it takes to make a battery, what they have to do, it's poisoning the planet even more. So that's a bullshit argument. But then these people are full of bullshit, and we buy it for some absurd reason. Safe and effective. Remember that one? So, I think they are planning on setting us up for pulling the plug. Stop and think for a minute. They control the grid. It's all electric. All they got to do is one algorithm, and it all shuts down. As we've seen within this past week. No car, no computer, anything electric. It's no lights at night, nothing. And ain't a damn thing you can do about it. So your ability to manifest frees you. It is the kryptonite, and that's what we try to build, nice, positive, manifesting energy and juices. So to do that, we also combine some astrology and numerology, because while tarot cannot predict, in my estimation, it is great at talking about potential. Here's the frequency, here's the energy. Does it fit? If it does, tap into it, go. But when it comes to numerology and astrology, those are the science of cycles. Within cycles. It gets to be very tough. In fact, in the 50 years that I've been doing astrology and numerology, the most difficult thing that I've had to do is do a reading, because there's just too many parts and pieces that are all moving that you just can't make sense. And I have rarely, if ever, found an astrologer who could get through the bullshit. Either their ego is driving them and they want to prove to you how smart they are, I know this stuff, or they're just morons and they don't care about communicating. I care about communicating, and I might be a moron too for that matter while I'm thinking about it. But nevertheless, my job is to communicate so that you get a good, clear message. You get some historical background so that you know what the energy feels like. There was certain planetary configuration back here in the United States at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, 1776, July 4. Guess what? Those same planets are in the same position now, 250 years later, because it takes 250 years for Pluto to go around, and other planets take less. But they finally all met up. Same planets, 1776, meeting right now. Our 250th birthday next year. And you see the revolution, you see the evolution potential. So knowing that helps you manifest. So let's get to it. Middle card is something that I put in my head. It's called the Oracle card. And today it's deep knowing. It's feeling it in your bones. You can carry out a jailbreak to free yourself up from all the baloney, all the garbage, all the stuff that's been holding you back, all the stuff that they told you is true that you found out is not true. You could have it break you or make you using manifesting astrology, tarot. Guess what? That kryptonite comes alive and you get some sort of control over your life. So you see here, we got the 3 empty places for the 3 tarot cards. I use 3 because Nikola Tesla said if you knew the power of 3, you would be able to control the universe or understand the universe. And of course we have the Trinity. Triangles are very strong. The power of 3 is ever present. So we have 3 open spaces for 3 cards. Let's see what we have coming up for you today in the reading, shall we? First one is the 9 of Swords. What it's doing is really you're creating your own personal hell. This person, their thoughts, because swords are thoughts. This person is suffering. Man. But they're the ones that are bringing it on. They're dwelling on the negative. They're not positively manifesting. They're negatively manifesting, which is what we're very good at, by the way, because we tell ourselves after we've been programmed, I don't want this, I don't want him, I don't want her, I don't. You get don't and you bitch about it. Well, that's what you're manifesting. Sorry. Let's flip it. Let's get you inspired. Let's do some positive stuff. So the first thing we have to do is quit creating your own personal hell. This is all a game, a head game. It's a psyops. If you're going to play the game, you're going to suffer the consequences. If you decide, guess what? I'm going to stand up on my own. I'm going to do that jailbreak thing that he was talking about. Because I'm the one that can open up the door and go. I'm tired of beating myself up. Next card, 10 of Wands. This is the perfect antidote to the 9 of Swords. Wands are positivity, excitement, joy, enthusiasm, gratitude. A lot of energy in Wands. And this person is saying, I'm ending all the bullshit. I'm done. All that stuff, all that crap that you've told me for years that is true is not true. I know it's not true, and I got to do something about it, because if I don't do anything about it, then I'm just deciding to keep playing in the shit. And I'm not going to get anywhere. I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be... Isn't it amazing for a society that's had so many things, how quickly we lost all of those things and how unhappy we are even when we had those things. Some of the saddest people in the world are the richest, because life is not things. It's not a new house, a new car, or more houses, or more cars, or more dresses, or more. It's not that. It's friendship. It's love. It's peace. Wow, how important is peace in your life right now? I bet you a whole bunch is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. So the 9 of Swords says that you create a personal hell. 10 of Swords tells me that you relieve yourself of that. You quit playing the game. And the final card is the World card. What that means is that you get a chance to remake your world view. You get a chance to remake how you see your role in the world. You get to be a participator. They don't have things happen to you. You help to organize to make things. Does this mean you can do everything that you want any way you want and you become, no. You don't become omnipotent. What it means is you take control of your life. You quit creating the hell, you put down the bullshit, you say, okay, with all that behind me, now let me reorient myself to a new, more positive life, because that's really the thing that's going to make a difference. And so at this point, let's go to the astrology, the astrologic as I call it. There are 3 planets that I've been watching: Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Uranus goes about 84 years it takes to go around our solar system. Neptune about 165, and Pluto about 250. With those differences, it takes a little while for all of them to kind of match up, about once every 250 years. And guess what? They're matching up now. They're matching up now. There has been some serious and profound stuff going on, forming in the background. We really didn't notice the parts and pieces. They started to come together quietly. But over the past 200 plus years, Pluto, Neptune, Uranus have been moving us to this moment. The human landscape's about to totally change. You know that. You feel it. That's the deep knowing we were talking about in the beginning. You know it. Your spirit is talking to you. It's yelling at you at this point. The cosmic roller coaster ride is just beginning. And so you must decide to quit beating yourself up, to put down all the useless crap that they told you was important, to open yourself up to a new world view, a world that you are a part of. You're not just visiting. It's heavy duty stuff. But that's why I do the reading the way I do. I want to bring in the astrology, the numerology, focus it on the tarot. The tarot is deep knowing. You know. I could talk for another hour and a half. Wouldn't change a thing. You know what's going on inside of you. That's the part that you have to deal with. That's the part that you have to handle. So, with that in mind, I'm going to wrap up the discussion for today. Please like, subscribe, and share. The battle on the internet is insane. Anybody saying anything contrary to the deep state scenario or deep state story gets messed with, and my numbers, I can tell, have been going up and down. So somebody's messing with me, but I'll keep telling the truth. So please like, subscribe, and share. Especially like and subscribe. So I think that pretty much wraps it up for this time around. We will be here in 24 hours with another brand new manifested tarot reading. Hope you're here with me, because I'm here to do it for you every day, 365. Doesn't make any difference. You're that important to me, and this whole situation is that important to me. So between now and the next time you and I get together, peace and blessings.